discussing the woman, the girl child, what we go through.
Ain't no hood like a sisterhood. Ain't no hood like a sisterhood.
What?
Ain't no hood like a sisterhood.
What?
Ain't no hood like a sisterhood. Like a sisterhood. Like a sisterhood. You're welcome to your favorite ladies program called Ladylike. On today's edition, let me ask you.
Okay.
Are you envisioning having a role in our nation building?
Every woman should.
But not every woman does. That's what I'm asking.
Yes, but if it's me, why? If I can be president, why? Why can't I be president? Senate president? You understand? No, one thing is that most women, how would I put it, they are not serious about it. We easily get intimidated. You understand? So I just believe that this thing is beyond what we are seeing. I think we have to build our inner selves. And if you say you want to do something as a woman, to me, I believe you should overdo it. And one thing I like about this woman is she's using all her time, all her experience, all her resources to push a cause. And we will get to know that cause when we come back after this break. So if you want to know who this person is and what she does,
guess it.
So just tune in and we'll be right back after this break with our wonderful guest. Go nowhere.
You're welcome back. As earlier said, right now we have with us in the studio Her Excellency Mrs. Margaret Udo, founder, CEO, Youth Reformation and Awareness Center with UN Special ECOSOC status on awareness creation. She is also the Vice President, West African Civil Society Forum. She is also an educational development consultant, a family therapist, a child rights expert, and an author of about 16 books, among which is the blockbuster From Bone, Not Dust, The Mysteries of the Strength of a Woman, and also The Female Diary, For the Real She Woman. You're welcome to our studio.
That was a short, eh?
Thank
I think
you.
it's
still long.
No, we can't cut her.
We just cut it. It's still long.
You understand? We want to start with the blockbusters. Let's start with Mysteries of the Strength of a Woman, From Bone, Not Dust. What's actually the theme behind that book?
I looked at creation, the story of creation, and I realized that though woman was made from man, but the initial creation was from dust.
Exactly, the bone came from dust.
Yes, Adam was made from dust.
Yeah.
And then God realized that he couldn't stay alone.
Yeah.
He needed a companion. And this companion he had to get from him. That's where we get the name oneness. The oneness. Because woman was removed from man. So they are one.
Yes.
And then the bone is a finer form of dust. Is stronger,
yes,
has more energy,
yes,
and has a lot of nourishment, the bone marrow. There's a lot about the bone. If you really study the bone, it has a lot of mysteries, good mysteries inside it. And I related this to the woman.
Wow.
That's why the subtitle of the book is The Mysteries of the Strength of the Woman. The woman actually has a strength. If you really look at the strength, it's mysterious. It has some mysteries around it. Starting from I have a little citation inside that book. It's also at the back. That she has that strength to carry pregnancy for 9 months. Or even if it's not up to 9 months, but the strength to carry pregnancy and give birth. And then has the ability, the nutrient to nurture this child to adulthood. And again, I keep mentioning this word, remain the virtual cupboard.
That is it.
For the child, for life.
Beautiful.
So that's a wonderful strength. And there's so much about the woman. If you really want to look at the woman, I was in charge of child rights for FCT for 7 years. I took it to the level of West Africa and AU. And I even was in charge of child rights, inclusiveness and participation for West Africa. All those positions. So when they asked me, how did you manage this child rights issue, the rights issue? I said, I think I was born with it.
Exactly.
Because I hate when people are oppressed. And I believe you can be who you want to be, if you really want to be. That's life. The way you place yourself is where you are. What you think you are is, and work towards that, is what you are.
That's a wonder. That's something that I will actually go back
and think
about. How do women have self-confidence? How can they develop their own self-confidence?
So that will push more women into leadership.
You know, like I have an organization, Women of Great Minds. We bring in very enlightened women. I have professors. I have great women in that my group, and I also have upcoming women.
Cool.
And I developed that platform to teach women. We've done a lot of trainings on that platform.
Yes.
Because we were thinking of having summits in future. Mothers, parents, women's summit, and then giving awards to women that have really actualized them. The COVID wahala came and
killed it.
Not really killing the organization. I'll add you to the platform if you want.
Please, I do.
So
I want.
We do a lot of trainings. I invite guests,
like resource persons,
to come and teach on the platform. Sometimes 1 week. So I believe that when we are bringing up our children, we need to sow love in them. The first thing you do to a girl child is to make that girl to appreciate herself, love everything about herself. Everything about you is beautiful. You are not making the girl to be proud. That self-confidence is what starts the leadership. That's the leadership structure as it begins, knowing who you are. So when you don't show love to your girl children, they become timid. They feel there is something wrong with them. Like I went to one secondary school once to interview children. I went to develop their self-confidence. Some girls did not believe that they could read certain courses. They couldn't even believe that they should marry. Some of them said they won't marry because the way they saw their homes, the way their fathers treated their mothers, they felt they should not marry. That if you marry, you have to remain at home, you have to do this, you shouldn't have money, this and that. So I encourage them that life is not like that. Some of them even stood up and said, so I can, auntie or madam or whatever they called me, you think I can even be a president? I said, yes, you can be a president. You can be anything in this world as far as you have the ability, the urge and the belief in yourself that you can do it.
Your book, The Female Diary for the Real She Woman, for the real she-woman?
Like, are there people that are not real she-women?
Are not real he-women? What is real she-woman? Who is the real she-woman?
The natural woman that was born to be a woman. What we just talked about now. Some women, even there are some people that say when they come back to this world, they'll like to be men. Do you know that?
Some women are saying that.
Yes, some women say that. But somebody like me, and I know you and you,
definitely
will always wish to be women.
Definitely.
So this book is written for the real female. That's why I call it for the real she-woman. It talks about the reproductive life of the woman. From pre-menses to menopause. This one has 15 cycles. And a normal woman should have more than that.
Yes,
so if this finishes, and you may also need to write more remarks. That's why I'm saying you can follow this book.
And do your own
so the period, you write the first day it came, you write and then you write the year here. The first day of the period, the last day of the period, and the experiences you had within that period. If you record this for the number of years, and you go to have any kind of reproductive health issue, most times they will ask you.
And they can always refer back to
you refer back
when was your first
menstrual cycle?
They like to ask such questions, and sometimes you may have some menses 3 days, some 5, some 2, or something happens. Everything you record it. I did it because, like my last child, I didn't remember my what do they call it? Last month, LNP.
Okay, LNP.
I did not remember. I didn't know that I was pregnant until then. That's why I read this book. Something like this. Sometimes it can even be health issue. Everything is here. If you look at the table of contents, you have all those things. Basic awareness. You have puberty. You have menstruation. You have pregnancy. You have menopause. You have food and fertility. This one, a doctor helped me. It's very good. The relationship between what you eat and fertility is written in this book.
Wow.
Then hormones is here. Breast disorders, sex education, causes of sexual immorality is here. You see, we have here self-confidence and sexual abuse. They are related.
Yes.
We need this book. They are using, most secondary school children have them.
This is beautiful.
That is really nice. Now you have another book, Parenting Bedrock.
There are many.
Tell us about
it.
Parenting Milestone.
Parenting Bedrock is the foundation of upbringing from preconception. Normally, before a woman gets pregnant, she should ensure that the body will be able to carry that pregnancy to the end. Then it goes to the birth time. It talks about how to prepare baby's room, what to take to hospital, everything.
Exactly, what to put in your bag.
Yes. Then the early weeks, postpartum. How do you return your body back to pre-pregnancy state?
Yes.
Some people after one child are gone.
Yeah.
So this book does all that. Not only health, it goes into social, emotional.
Exactly.
What else do we have?
Financial. Become depressed.
Everything about upbringing 0 to 6, or minus
yes,
to 6 years is in this book.
You are really impactful.
Then this one, the milestones, is I think people really love this book. I've sold this book more than any other book. Even the looks alone, people have bought it a lot. This one is from 0 to late adolescent, and then middle-age marriage. Then you go to the congratulations. What next?
See,
when your children have left,
married.
How did you prepare for this phase?
People don't prepare for that.
Like I say here, yes, the active parenting duties have come to an end. Children have left, and the relationship takes a new dimension. Remember that still your children, irrespective of their ages, they will still need your presence, prayers and advice.
Yes.
Your presence is needed most in your children's life during their childbearing years. Your children love you. This. How did you prepare for this first? You know, another thing about marriage is that there should be friendship. people should be friends. People should have what to discuss together when they are there. There are some marriages that there's discussion only when there's a third party. Do you know that? Only when there is a visitor. That's when they talk. Yes. When they're
alone, they are like strangers.
When they're alone, it shouldn't be that way. They should be friends. Friendship is very necessary and should I say relevant to keep a marriage. Without friendship, it may not work.
Wow. Madam,
we can stay here for 3 episodes.
No, because
we talk about this.
Yes, let's take this last one.
You still want? Okay.
Yes, please.
Because all the content I can't read, and all these books, it's like there are health issues. There are there are people you work with.
Yes.
Doctors.
My organization has a team. Is an awareness creation. Reformative organization. That is, we are bothered about the mental health of children, not just the physical, because everything starts in the in the mental to go to the physical. Yes. So we are so concerned about the mental balance of children. So in my organization, we do counseling, therapy and rehabilitation. That's why we call it Reformative Center.
Okay.
Youth reformation and awareness. So we create awareness, we give information on areas that require awareness. So we have, like you say, we have doctors, we have pharmacists, we have lawyers, we have all kinds of people that when we go out to create awareness in any area, they'll give, and they also write into their books with me. For instance, this book.
The title of this book is
Beyond a Sojourner. Beyond a Sojourner. It's a success-driven book. A book that is for young and elderly age adults to be able to accomplish what you came to do in the world. I don't know. I may not see very well. You can read a little there for us.
It's an essential resource for the growing. It provides passage guidelines for young and middle-aged adults who wish to leave footprints in the sands of time. Sojourners must go into rain and get soaked. As they feel cold, ideas will emerge on how to make fire for warmth and comfort. How dangerous it would be if people were made of salt and melt in the rain. Most life challenges become opportunities when situations are unbearable and conflicting. Wow! As dilemma situations arise in life, victims become inventors. Where you find your strength is where you excel and lead. It is also the arena you preside with honor and reverence. Do you view life as a battle or race? Are you just going without any defined destination? Are you one of those on the fence, sitting and watching the flow? Be informed that using a gun or plank to kill a mosquito is a waste. Killing a lion or a mad dog requires wisdom. And the secrets of successful world journeys are in the pages of this.
Basically,
so that's
the title of the book.
So the book in the first place is compared to a local market scene. Everything is in the market. And you must have what to buy or what to sell.
Yeah.
That's the world. If you do not have either, you don't need to be there.
Exactly.
And the world is also compared to an amphitheater where people go to act their scenes. So everybody must be relevant in a particular scene. You don't need to sit on the fence watching others.
Exactly.
It's only the person that is in the arena that understands. The one that the face is mashed on the ground, that understands the pains. They are all here.
Exactly.
Not you sitting down to watch.
It's
also compared to a tunnel. You need light in the tunnel, and you need enough oil, because you don't know the stretch of the tunnel.
Exactly how far it goes.
How far it is. So when you are moving, the world is a tunnel. And what is the light? School, lessons. That's the job of the parents, to provide oil enough to take the children out of the tunnel. And everybody puts the light on the forehead. You cannot go behind somebody and see with that person's light. So that means you must have a vision in the world.
Have your own vision
that will take you to the end of it. It's a lot.
See, madam, I didn't expect when this interview started.
Go back to put her excellency.
I didn't expect
this interview has surpassed.
All these books were just here. I was seeing pages. No, you have a talent and a gift that God gave you that you're putting into books, madam. Her Excellency.
Her Excellency, please. Her Excellency.
We are so grateful for today. I wasn't expecting this. This is true to word. I wasn't expecting this. And I want to also congratulate you for this, for the gravity of what you've done. And from the way I see it, it's obvious that you have more. If maybe by the end of this year, we could hear another 16. No, he finished 20.
She has written.
Yes.
But if you still hear her talk, she's still speaking more.
Like she has more to write. Do you understand?
You're not just a good writer, you're a good orator.
Oh, great.
You're a motivational speaker.
Thank you. Madam, thank you so much. I don't know, viewers, I don't know. She has knocked me off. I don't know what to say again. I am just confused. Because I personally, I love reading. So I could read like 2 books in a day. It's as per spare time, So when I hear the content of these her books, anybody that doesn't want to read, when you hear the content, you will be pushed to pick. Especially, it has to dwell around the woman majorly. Everybody can gain from this. Everybody can learn. But if you are a woman and you feel there are some things you've not really known. We don't really know ourselves. So when you pick these books, then you will know how it started. We are on a journey and where we are getting to. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you. We'll go for our usual short break, and when we come back, we will share this. He got to carry some home. We'll have to go and read it. So stay tuned and go nowhere.
You are welcome. Hey. You are welcome. This is our program. I feel like we should now change the name to For the Real She Ladylike for the Real She Woman.
That is it.
Come and learn about the mysteries of a strength
of a woman. This woman knows she has today.
There's nothing we can even say again. This interview,
she don't talk and finish.
If you did not watch this interview, there's nothing we can say. There's nothing we can say.
She has said it all. And one thing I just like about her is she knows how to express herself. Not only in words, but also in books. And I can tell you, if you pick one of that woman's book and read,
you have to, from the way she was summarizing what she wrote in the books.
See, yeah?
You would want to. I wanted to say, should we just do a book club now? Let's just read.
When we start our Ladylike
book club for the Real She Woman,
for the Real She Woman,
yeah.
Yes, the mystery of the strength
of a woman.
No, we have to. Hey, I put you in charge of that.
Huh?
Yes. No, wait,
because hold on. If you become president now, you say you want to be president and you give me chief of staff. I'm not sure I'll have enough time.
Thank you so much for your audience today. We really appreciate it, and I hope you took home a lot today from our guests, because we sure did. We can see what it takes to be a woman, how to be a woman, and why God made you a woman, and why you should see yourself as a real woman, you know. So please tune in, same time, same station, next time on our wonderful and #1 program,
Ladylike.